Hello! Welcome back again to my little home. This week I want to do a little Q&A video because I've been really busy with work lately, so I haven't really had much time to think about the kind of things I want to create for you. So I thought I would ask you, if you had any questions for me. So I went to Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr and I said, I want to do a Q&A video, give me some fodder. And you did. I was really surprised by how many questions I actually got. So this is probably something I'll be doing regularly now because I ended up getting across all social networks over 400 questions. Which is a lot. I didn't expect that. I thought, I'd get maybe 100 or so, but 400 is a lot of questions. I can't do them all, I'm sorry. I'll have to pick and choose. We're going to start with Tumblr. So, who asked me questions on Tumblr? Let's see. I got an anonymous question that says, what would you like to do if you weren't in the makeup industry? Or what's your dream job if it's not makeup? If I was not in the makeup industry, I would want to be in one of 2 or 3 careers. I'd either want to be one of those nannies for really rich people, because I love children and I want to have lots of children of my own one day, so taking care of children would be something that I would like to do. But I've always thought if I wasn't a makeup artist, I would want to be in the video game industry. If I didn't pursue makeup post-secondary, I probably would have pursued something to do with illustration or some kind of fine art stuff. And then I would love to do concept art for characters or landscapes or things for video games. But I don't have that skill set right now, so that's not an option. Another thing I would like to do would be the writing side for video games. So I really love role-playing games. There's been lots of video games that have been really important to my development as a human being. So the character development and the plot lines are something that I would love to work on if I ever decide to change careers. Ren Frambling said from Tumblr, gross work stories, what's the best/worst one? Oh my gosh. I actually have had pretty good luck in my place of work in terms of grossness. I haven't had too much that's disgusting. I have a friend of mine, and I will not release any locations or names, okay? But there was this person that came into the store, and the person really wanted to have blush put on them, so they were just standing in the store going, blush! Blush! So my friend approached them and sort of put blush on their face, and then the person asked for a washroom, and there was no washroom in that establishment, so the friend of mine told them they had to go across the road, right, to the washroom there. And that person the customer just looked at my friend and grinned like this, and just let it go in her pants. She just pooped her pants while my friend was putting blush on one side, and she had to still finish the other side. And my friend didn't want to be like, whoa, I can't do your blush now. So that was exciting. And kind of gross a little bit. I don't know, I wasn't a fan. Okay, we're done with Tumblr. I'm gonna go down over to Twitter now. I can't talk today, oh my goodness. Twitter user Momo O'Brien asks, be carried by a dragon-sized ALB in Wonderland into battle, or be roommates with an ALB-sized dragon? Well, see, I'm already roommates with an ALB-sized dragon because ALB is a dragon. So I'd rather be carried into battle by a dragon-sized ALB because she could step on all of the misogynists, and I could just gloat and laugh at them. It would be great. It'd be a great time. Great time. I love it. Thank you, Momo. Twitter user @AnnaEReady asks, how tall are you? I don't know if you guys think I'm very tall or not, but there's been lots of YouTubers in the past that I've known, not personally, but I've seen and watched, that have expressed how when people meet them, they're like, oh, I'm so shocked you're so short. Because I'm only 5'2", 3. Whatever. Okay, I've been saying 5'2" for forever, and every time I say it, ALB's like, that's a lie, you're 5'3". And it's true that I am 5'3", but I just want to be 5'2". Why can't I be 5'2"? We're gonna go to Instagram now, which definitely got the bulk of the questions. You guys sent me over 200 questions on Instagram. That was really cool. I'm very flattered. So let's just go through. I'm gonna do quite a few from Instagram. Instagram user Boneyards says, how old were you when you first dyed your hair, and what color was it? Well, Boneyards, I first dyed my hair when I was about 12 years old. I went to a salon with my mother, and it was the same day that I learned that you could straighten hair, because I didn't know that was a possible thing. I thought I was stuck with curly hair forever, which I would love now, but thinking back then, I was like, no, I can't do that. It was black. I dyed my whole head black because when I was 12, the emo thing was a big deal. It was a big deal. Not even seen quite yet, but we were still in that phase where everything had to be black and you were not allowed to do anything fun or exciting. You had to be you know what I mean? It was pretty much either brown or black until I was about 15, and then I started putting color in it. Instagram user MoodyMelly_ asks, what's your biggest deal breaker when you're meeting new people? What's your biggest attraction that makes you instant friends with someone? I would say the biggest deal breaker is definitely when I meet somebody and they immediately start telling me about how weird someone looks, or that person shouldn't be wearing that, or they just start sort of trying to tell me what other people should be doing, as if they're somehow superior to those people, it really bothers me. I'm like, no. And the biggest attraction, I think, not even necessarily like romantic attraction, but just something that makes me like people, I would say would be, you know, I just really like people that express themselves, and not even just physically, but I'm talking about like they don't hide their emotion in their voice. I think it's really nice to hear people talk with excitement. I think that's really exciting, to be engaged in the conversation, you know? Instagram user Sammy Haig, I believe I'm pronouncing that properly, says, do you play many video games? If so, what's your favorite type of game to play? Example, platformer, RPG, first-person shooter. RPG, 100% girl, every day, all the time. I like being immersed in video games, so if I'm gonna be taken out of the action every 5 seconds because somebody killed me, I'm not really into that. So first-person shooters are rare for me to enjoy. I love RPGs because I like being part of the world and my choices having consequences and all that cool stuff. Instagram user Sydney Kosis, I think, says, how would you feel if someone who is a fan of your videos were to approach you in public? I, 99% of the time, love that. I think it's great. I want to know that people are enjoying the stuff that I'm creating because it makes me feel like I'm doing something worth my time, you know? And I do like doing this for myself too, but knowing that other people are enjoying it is really affirming, you know? So if you see me in public and I'm out and about, you know, doing stuff, you're welcome to come say hi. I don't mind that at all. And I really actually enjoy knowing that people like the work that I do. So, thank you. Instagram user Parker the Snorlax asks, what are your tips on surviving high school? Parker the Snorlax, I recommend you buckle down and fuck it up. Don't fuck it up as in fail, but like just go, you know? Just go through it. Just finish it. After high school does not matter. So just get through it and it's done and it's gone, you know? You don't need to worry about it anymore. It's finished. Nothing from high school at this point matters to me, and I'm only 19. I graduated 2 years ago, and nothing at all is significant from high school except for the things that I remember that were good, which was not very much, okay? So you can make it. I believe in you. It's all good. Don't worry. You'll get through it, and then it won't matter at all. So you're almost there, okay? Instagram user Nika Fashions asks, well, he gives me all, okay. Oh yes, that hair is giving me early Gaga 2009 lavender blonde vines, yes. Thank you. But one question I have is, where do you want your channel to go, and who are some people you might be interested in collabing with? Well, I very much just want to make sure I'm expressing myself on this channel. I want to share my life. That's the only direction I want to go in. I don't have a clear vision. I just want to share my life with you guys. But collaborations that I want to, let me tell you, excluding the people that I've already worked with, I would love to collaborate with Momo O'Brien up here, right? Go check her channel out. She's real cute. She does all kind of nerdy stuff. I would love to collab. Well, I mean, we live across the world from each other, but not across the world, across the country. But Princess Jules is a really cool trans woman on YouTube. She does awesome videos about life of being trans and just in general, like, just good videos. It's you know, one of those users that you watch and you're like, wow, this is a really cool person. So check her out here. There's also Brooklyn Beauty right down here, is somebody I started watching recently, but I think she does really good quality work and she's really interesting and engaging to watch, and she definitely has that like excitable energy that I like to sort of dip my fingers into, you know what I mean? So you can watch her here. And Joseph Harwood, I'm kind of collaborating with on a channel called Perfect Androgyny, which you may have heard of. There'll be an invitation in the middle here to go check out Perfect Androgyny, and Joseph is right down here, Joe Harwood. Really talented makeup artist, really cool person. Go check him out. Check everybody out. Tell them I said hi. Say hello, say hello from Final Fantasy for me, okay? Thank you. Instagram user Cleo Lieberman says, any tips on time management? Nope. Instagram user Spirit of Becky Chu asks, how does an elf come about to visit Earth? What are your magical intentions? Also, what animal do you connect with the most? Well, let me tell you, Becky Chu. An elf comes to visit Earth through the ground. So whenever there's flowers like that match our hair color, we sort of sprout, and like we're like little infants, we just kind of like right out of the ground. And then whenever a handsome prince comes along, he just plucks us out of the ground, and we must follow that handsome prince into eternity and be their cool little elf sorcerer partner. That's how we came here. The magical intentions. I want to make everything in the world purple and blue and lavender. And then I want the air to smell like beautiful vanilla flower stuff. I don't really have much of an intention. I just want to enjoy my life, you know? And I connect with puppy dogs the most. Lives the Gryffindor from Instagram asks, if Earth was to explode and all other planets, including Pluto, which is not a planet, we'll see, were made livable, on which planet would you choose to live on? In high school, I actually had this thing where I don't know if it was in my head or if I put it out into social media, but I always called myself Rocket Prince, which is stupid, but like, hear me out. And I would be like, oh, I'm the Prince of Mars. Okay, so I think I would go to live at Mars. However, with this newfound hair and the direction that my gender expression is going, I think I'd much rather go to live on Venus. And we're not talking about like real scientific, actual like livable condition in terms of how they actually exist, because you said they were made livable. You said they were made livable. I like the concept of Venus the most, and mostly because of the name. So we're gonna go there. Instagram user Boreas asks, would you rather go to Valhalla or Hell when you die? Those aren't the same thing at all. Valhalla I thought was like a warrior's like triumphant grand final battle that lasts for eternity, which sounds like really good if you're that kind of person, and hell is eternal torment. So I'd much rather go to Valhalla and kick it back with the Vikings. I'm not going to, why would I? Valhalla. And here's the last question. Instagram user A.S9695, girl, okay, asks, what's your favorite food? I think you all know the answer to this one. Say it with me. Bread. Bread squad, hashtag bread squad, let's go. Thanks for hanging out on my little chair for the past, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. I hope it's not that long. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know so we can do more in the future, because I enjoyed hearing from you and hearing your questions. And now every time we do one of these, you can learn more about me. I've got to go to work now though, so I'm gonna head out. Thank you for coming and hanging out, and I'll see you again hopefully in a week or so. Bye!